The government moved in this year's budget with those very substantive increases in the accommodation supplement. We would expect to see a big movement in the housing affordability measure when those accommodation supplements come into effect on the 1st of April next year.
Because in Auckland there are some very high proportions here, looking at high 70% for people, spending more than 30% of their income.
The housing affordability measure is also being formatted in a number of different styles. I personally, and I don't have influence, prefer the style of expressing it as a percentage of people's incomes. It certainly exposes the high number of people in markets like Auckland that are spending too much of their income either on rent or on housing costs generally. It's helped inform the government's decisions around increasing those accommodation supplements. They will make a very significant difference with that $400 million package coming into effect next year.
You made the argument in question time that house price inflation in Auckland has dropped dramatically. If that is the case, would you expect to see a flow on in these figures to reflect what you've seen in the house price?
The house price is reflected in the housing affordability measure for first home buyers. That it is a measure of both interest rates, of house prices and of residual incomes, with house prices having gone quite flat over the last 12 months, in fact dropping by 1% in the last year. We would expect to flow that into the HAM first home buyer measure. It would not flow into the rental measure. The benefit there is those increases in the accommodation supplements that increase the incomes for those people that are paying a particularly high portion of their income on housing.
In the House there, you're touting how KiwiSaver, so Home Start grants and KiwiSaver withdrawals have been rising. Is that not dismaying though that people are having to use government subsidies to access money for a deposit and also to take out savings that should be earmarked for retirement?
No, quite the opposite. In my view, one of the most important assets that people will build over their working life will be their home, and if people are able to use the KiwiSaver scheme to build up the funds for a deposit, pick up a government grant and buy a home, that is good. The fact that the scheme is working is illustrated in those figures from CoreLogic that shows that since the scheme has been in place, the proportion of home purchases that's going to first home buyers has been growing and is now over 21%. That is encouraging and is showing that we are turning the corner on this very long-term challenge of improving home ownership.
Is it not dismaying though that government subsidies are required for first home buyers to be able to afford a first home?
Well, if we look historically,
increasingly as well.
If we look historically in New Zealand, at those periods where we've had very high home ownership, you used to be able to capitalise the family benefit. It is actually during a period of absence for about 20 years of any sizable assistance for home ownership that we have seen those numbers decline. It's the government's view that there are broader benefits for society of more people owning homes, and that's why we think it is good use of public money to be assisting people to pull the money together for a deposit and to get into their first home.
Over time, would you like to see that decline though, that people actually need to use government subsidies? Wouldn't it be better if they could?
Look, my first priority is in terms of trying to change that long-term 30-year trend of declining home ownership. A good way to do that is to give a leg up for those first home buyers. That's what we're doing with that KiwiSaver Home Start scheme. It's growing each year and it's showing its work.
So could we see home grant increased?
My view is I've got confidence in the scheme. It's gone and has provided over $1.2 billion of support for people to be able to pull together that deposit. I would expect to see, particularly since we announced the scheme, some people who are doubters as to whether they were going to join KiwiSaver are actually specifically joining KiwiSaver as a mechanism for getting into home ownership, and I'd encourage that.